Okay, so my favorite memory of Mr. Clark was probably when I came in for the grade 8 information night, and I came with my mum, and he remembered what instrument my mum played from when she was in elementary school.
Actually, I never took grade 9 music, so Mr. Clark was always my music teacher, so we have good times, but I think a good memory was he always tried to get me to join band, but I never did. Sorry, Clark, I can't get up that early.
Okay, well, my favorite memory of this man here was when I first met him, and it was when I was in grade 6, and Kaylin, my sister, was in grade 9, and she was performing in the band. I think he had a little bit more hair back then, and I was introduced to him because my sister really wanted me to be a part of the music department.
I remember imagining what Mr. Clark's head would look like with a full head of hair. Not bad.
After he won that big trophy after playing the Ascensions, got your head. That was a good time.
So, hi Mr. Clark, and my favorite memory with you was last year, grade 10, when I kind of fell asleep and you mentioned my name and I sat up and yelled to the whole room, "I'm awake!"
Okay, so my favorite memory of Mr. Clark was most definitely at this year's social at the beginning of the year when he was the Loch Ness Monster for our play.
I am the Loch Ness Monster!
Was when he did the Loch Ness Monster. It was classy.
My favorite memory of my dad from school is when he sang "Oh Lord, It's Hard to Be Humble" at the first lock-in in grade 10.
My favorite memory of Mr. Clark was at lock-in in grade 10 when he sang "Oh Lord, It's Hard to Be Humble."
Hi Mr. Clark, my favorite memory is when you told stories to us.
Okay, so I think my favorite memory of Mr. Clark was when I fell off the stage and he started laughing and then only realized that he should care a couple minutes later.
Hello, Mr. Clark. Okay. Can you start? Hey, Mr. Clark, this is Ganjan. I'm just like, everything. I loved you so much. Like, Ada, you weren't my teacher. You weren't my teacher, but like, I loved your passion, your inspiration. You're my inspiration. I love you.
Okay, so Mr. Clark, yes, you're leaving this year. You've really just always been there through all of my high school career, whether it was playing basketball with Kara, that was a little weird, or trips to Ottawa, or after school with like me and Brittany hanging out. It's just like you've been here all the way through, and like seeing you every day and at lunch and in the morning after school. It's really not gonna be the same without you here.
Hi Mr. Clark. I really want to thank you for all that you've done throughout the years, and I'm really going to miss you as my teacher, and I hope you have a great retirement.
Hello Mr. Clark, so I'll be missing you so much, and thank you for teaching me for 2 years. I learned a lot, so have fun during summer with your family. Probably I will be seeing you at Lucas' reunion again.
My favorite Mr. Clark memory is any time Mr. Clark and Mr. Hollowitz share a photographic moment together. Hi, Mr. Clark. Mr. Hollowitz, it's Mr. Clark talking. Let's go share a photographic moment together.
Cheese!
Okay, Mr. Clark, my favorite memory of you is one time in music class when we were playing my favorite song, and then you decided, like, I wasn't there when you played it for the last time and you knew it was my favorite, so when I told you how sad I was about it later, you, the next day you passed out all the pieces to the song and made everyone play it again so I would get to play it last time. And it was
Hi Mr. Clark. Okay, so my favorite memory of you is probably your glare, whatever we can think.
The glare.
The glare.
The glare.
The glare.
You're glaring and
Hi Mr. Clark, I don't know if this is my favorite memory, but the one that's really going to stick with me forever was probably the time you yelled at me in Chicago and I thought I was going to die. And also, the glare.
Mr. Clark, I know I dropped grade 9 music, but I promise one day I'll be a clarinet player. I remember when I was in about grade 11, first semester, Mr. Clark and I and Orlin all played Out of the Arbon's book trios. It was really fun.
My favorite memory of Mr. Clark was during an Aida rehearsal when he was really into the conducting and he was just starting a song and he went and threw his baton and it almost killed Brooke and it was hilarious.
Hi! I just like to say that I remember doing Aida with you and it was fun.
So from Aida band, the only thing I really remember about Mr. Clark is him doing this.
My favorite memory of Mr. Clark was being under his direction in the Aida band.
Hi Mr. Clark, I'm gonna miss you so much. I had so much fun with you in Aida and like in your class generally. And I had so much fun with concert band. I'll never forget those times. It's been crazy rehearsals, 6 hour long, but I'll never forget that. And thank you so much for what you have done for me. Thank you.
Mr. Clark, what can I say to you? You never actually taught me, so our only experience was really Aida. But you've always been really supportive of me and always been interested in what I'm doing, and I thank you so much, and I hope you have an amazing retirement. Thanks so much for being part of my musical life and just in part of my life in general. Thank you.
Hi Mr. Clark, thank you for all the great things that you've taught me. I will really remember them and I will miss you so much when you leave. And thank you for all the great memories that you left with me, and I will truly, crap!
Hi, Mr. Clark. I would say my favorite moment is last year during band practice when we finally got Russian Christmas music to work, and you were so touched you began tearing up. And all of us were really touched too. And I think you're a great band teacher, and I hope you all the best for the future.
My favorite memory of Mr. Clark was when we enacted the first ever Go Time. You know what I'm thinking, boys? Hey,
Mr.
Clark!
It's go time! Wait. What do we do now? Scatter! Wait, who's Tim? Yeah! Olé!
One time in music class, you were getting mad at a flute player for doing something wrong, or I don't really remember, but you did something pretty amazing.
Okay, you took your hand, right? And you said, bad, and you slapped it, and there was just such a sense of fury in that slap. Bad. Also, how you utter death threats at us all the time, and it keeps us in line.
I've also
so that we do our
noticed
best.
that you like to say the word neat a lot, and
She thinks that's neat.
My favorite memory of Mr. Clark is all of his subliminal violence.
Okay, so there were a lot of great memories of Mr. Clark, and it was hard to think of one because he's incredible, but there was one that stuck out that happened just this morning in the middle of band practice when he stopped and just said, "I hate everyone," and he said it so affectionately. So thank you, Mr. Clark.
It was when you spent about 10 minutes in band just teaching me how to hit a pair of cymbals.
Hey, Mr. Clark!
Our favorite memory of you was when in our grade 11 class this year.
When you get really annoyed, so you'd spin around.
And around.
And around again. We're really gonna
We're
miss
really gonna
you.
miss you.
Clark, I'm so happy that you accepted me into the music room, even though I just don't take music. I think we have a really special friendship, and I'm really gonna miss you. Bye, Mr. Clark.
I like you. Hi Mr. Clark. It's been about, I think, 13 years of Simses you had in a row. And it's been a really special 13 years, and I'm glad that you are our music teacher. Thank you very much.
Our favorite memory of Mr. Clark is everything.